Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of the Auld Alliance Reversed campaign in Europa Universalis IV. Probably don't need to improve relations with my vassal. It's been too short to actually do anything. Let's improve relations instead with Burgundy. We want to make sure that they all love us. Now, do we want Connaught to be involved in our wars? Scutage, we could get a little bit more money from them. We get like, we could double it essentially. We get right now 40%, and if we did Scutage, an additional 50% of their income. So it's actually more than double. It would be double plus another 25%, 125% of the current amount. So call it 0.25 ducats a month. In exchange, we lose their very, very meager 1 transport, 3 regiments. But there is the free military leader with siege value. We do like him. These are light ships. Cool. And we are still building. I think that was the last light ship. Yep, now we're just working on galleys. Well, I have to say this is a fairly good opening. Can't really complain much. Burgundy's at negative 54 reasons. They still have war exhaustion and they're fighting in another war. They're defensive toward us, which is interesting. We would have to fight Castile in this case, but we're calling in Burgundy and France. So I think that we would win. Sweden is still so freshly free that I don't think they're going to be a big threat. And I'm continuing to chunk out quite a few galleys. And we'll go straight up to 20 of them. Let's go ahead and mothball them as they come out. We only need them at war. Even though they're cheap, it's still a good idea. This guy's got a maintenance cost of 0.05 because we're over the force limit already. But it doesn't matter. If you were to compare the maintenance costs for having a couple heavies versus the maintenance cost for paying for being over the force limit by using excess galleys, it's less. You pay less this way. And you get more firepower, which makes no sense, but it's fine. I can't believe you haven't won your war yet. But you're not fighting in another war. Your war's over. So just because you're defensive, you've got war exhaustion. So even with being defensive, your attitude toward enemies is enough to make it happen. What would be great is if we could get a diplomatic reputation guy now. Okay. We are almost down to the point where it makes sense to just do the alliances and everything with Leinster. Once this falls below 2.00. Right now we're getting 3 opinion every month because their game rounds up for some reason. According to Wiz, it's not supposed to do that, but notice we're at 74 opinion. Watch what happens next month. It's going to round up every single month. 74 goes to 77. House of York wins the War of the Roses, so it goes to 77. According to him, it's supposed to work like aggressive expansion, and it means that it tracks the decimal places, is basically it. England broke their alliance with Sweden. Excellent. Sweden was going to protect them. Burgundy still doesn't want to join, but yeah, that could be cool. England is allied with Savoy, who would protect them. Surprised France has declared their own war. But then again, you know, it is France after all. So you can't count on them to be smart. That puts us at 4 out of 4 relations. Get our royal marriage with you, sure. We accept that. We'll do our proclaimed guarantee, offer military access. And you should come into the fold quite well. Quite nice. Fairly soon. more galleys. So we're making a very, very small amount of money. But it's enough. It's enough to continue to militarize. And if we can get Leinster here to come on board, that'll increase our force a little bit as well. Alright, there we go. That's 194, so next month we'll do it. It means we can retract the diplomat already. Start working on somebody else. Maybe top off relations with France. We've already done that. Burgundy is being done. We'll improve relations with Castile and Portugal just because, you know, who knows. Might change their attitude toward us, which means that they'd be friendly, and if they're friendly, they don't want to defend, and blah, blah, blah. They don't want to join. You know, whatever. Denmark will grant independence to Sweden. Denmark will cede Skane, Holland, and Bleking to Sweden. Norway will cede Jämtland, Bohuslän, Hålogaland, and Finnmark to Sweden. So what you're saying is that Sweden just kicked Denmark's butt. That's what I heard. Roughly. Generally speaking. And Sweden has rivaled Denmark. What a spit in the face, right? You can become our vassal now. So he's going to lose a lot of his force limit. Vassals don't get a lot of force limit. He's going to, yeah, just went from 6 down to 3. It makes sense. We gained 1 force limit, though. We don't apparently gain any force limit for Navy from having vassal ports. Which I kind of feel like you maybe should. But then again, I understand why you don't. It's not a big deal. Might want to buy down inflation. You want to become a march? No. No, you're going to get annexed. Look at that. Connaught, Leinster's paying us more money than Connaught is, and they have 3 times as much territory. 10 development versus 10. 10, 5, and 10. Granted, he hasn't cored one of them. And he's got pretty high autonomy, but good work, Leinster. I'm surprised that Leinster asked right away and Connaught did not. Hey, Burgundy, how do you feel about a war? Negative 19 reasons, huh? Portugal would not defend them right now. Oh, that'd be beautiful. That's so many fewer heavies we'd have to deal with. And a broken alliance. We are still not at the manpower cap, which is good. Despite we need more troops. Connaught has been a vassal since 47. In 5 more years we can annex. Top off relations just to keep them nice and high. Bohemia is probably still building up a fairly sizable military now. If anything, they're probably near the top of the list now. No? Look at that. See, they're having a hard time. They've got all this power, but Bohemia is not able to utilize it. They only have 4,000 troops. Wow. And they have 45,000 manpower cap. Are they getting beaten up in another war? Defending against the Teutons. Oh my gosh. So the Teutons attacked Pomerania. Bohemia's struggling to try to defend them. And Pomerania just won a war against Denmark. Denmark's practically dead. I'm surprised Norway's still their vassal, or their PU member. And as soon as we have a truce broken with here, we're going to attack them. Denmark will cede Lolland to the Hansa. Holstein will cede Holstein to the Hansa. Yeah, Denmark's done. GG, Denmark. Is it just me, or did Paradox set it up so that Denmark just gets shat on every time? Alright, our truce with you expires in 56. In 3 years, we could take a couple more provinces off of Norway. Should be nice. Hey, Burgundy. How would you feel about a war with England? -2 reasons. So they are kind of war exhausted, but the great thing is that their little vassals, you know, like Flanders and stuff, like I bet if we went through and we checked it again, so Flanders, for example. Flanders probably has a couple heavies. Flanders has no heavies. Okay, how about Holstein? Sorry, not Holstein. Holland, no heavies. I guess maybe they weren't able to afford them and they got rid of them. Burgundy has 1. France has 2. England has 6. So they got rid of 1. But when you look at total ships, we have 27. So we're getting up there. We need more galleys. See, the risk with letting France declare the war is that England will just focus on me. But even if I declare the war, Burgundy and France are both probably just going to do that again as well. Provence is occupied by France. Defender against France, the French conquest. Alright, so France is a little distracted. And again, they've got 88 war score. I don't know what they're waiting for. We're getting up to that manpower limit. It's probably about time to train another regiment. Probably infantry. One more ship en route. Maine, Anjou, Provence, and... Okay, so... Provence is gone. Nope, not true. Provence has 1 province left. Good opening for France. That's actually bad for me, because I need to vassalize them. Our total war score cost is 392%. It's going to take a while. We need to beat the crap out of France before we can vassalize them. Regency in Burgundy. They're willing to join our war now. We do not want the Burgundian inheritance to fire. I mean, it wouldn't be horrible. It would just make France stronger. Maybe France will build some more heavies. It's just peasants, and it's their capital, which means that they can't actually gain any autonomy. So we just let them enforce their demands, doesn't matter. Sorry, Leinster. It's your problem, not mine. Portugal's back to defending them. They both fabricated claims. Look, Leinster actually fabricated all over the place. Aggressive little guy, isn't he? Meanwhile, Castile's at war with, well, the Castilian-Navarran trade war? Wow. He attacked Navarra, who's a vassal under Aragon, over a trade dispute. Okay. Whatever you say. Couldn't hurt to get some relations with the Pope, so we have a little bit more papal influence. Not that we're really generating any, but some. Admin tech? We're not going to be ahead of time, so it doesn't really unlock anything. But it does give us the ability to build temples. We're not going to be able to afford those for quite a while. Look at that. Rebels don't even destroy the loot bar. Wonder why. There you go. Connaught's actually paying us money now. More than Leinster. That's good. We approve. So, who won the war? Richard of York. 133. Still no legal heir. Yep, so normally peasants would raise autonomy. But they can't, because it's the capital. I've been sitting on this mission the whole time to take these 4 provinces. I want to do it, but I'm just very nervous about the flood of troops we're going to see come north here. And I know that France and Burgundy are going to be well distracted with all of this. You know, the Portugal-Castile alliance. So we might be better off holding out. Savoy won't protect them, that's good. And now Castile won't. Okay, this is getting to be a bit too good to be passed up, I think. Let's turn on our fort. Let's get our maintenance up. Let's unmothball the galleys. Let's hide these ships over here. I think I'm going to have to pounce on this, right? I mean, I pretty much have to pounce on this, don't I? Castile not protecting them. Calling in 2 of their rivals against them. Hell, even if they do have a naval superiority, there's just going to be so many different directions that we attack from that it could be fine. We could actually make the war goal Meath, which we know for sure we can siege. Well, never mind. If they have naval superiority, I won't be able to cross the strait. We should make it Cumbria. Portugal would call in nobody else. Well, they could actually call in Castile. Castile would probably protect them. England's got 10 troops down here. What are you up to, England? Oh, that's right. You're involved in this war. Does that mean you've left your homeland undefended? Armies. England, 28,000. He's got mercs hired. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, we gotta take advantage of this. It's time. It's time for it to happen. We're gonna go into debt. We're gonna take on some loans. It's gonna happen. Let's get the whole navy combined. We're gonna declare over Cumbria. I'm gonna call in both of our allies. Let's do this. Savoy's dishonored the alliance, Castile's dishonored it, and we've got subsidies from France. Not bad. We need to hire a leader. He will be not... Wow, that's a lot of siege value. That's actually kind of interesting. We'll keep him, but he's not really what I had in mind. We'll take Leinster's 434, please. Let's tell them to attach to us so that hopefully they will come and protect that spot. Okay, before we actually focus too much on this war, I'm going to take a short break here. Look forward to seeing you again in the next one. Thank you for watching, everyone. See you soon. Let's take both these. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.